Yep.
Yep.
Cool. Welcome back, guys. Take two. Sorry for that little fumble there. We're having some weather-related issues out here. Hopefully that doesn't continue, but if it does, more likely than not, if we cut out again, we will just reschedule and take a new swing at this another day. But for now, let's get back to it. So again, we are Mimic Decision, a new live streaming tabletop RPG group focusing mostly on Daggerheart as we come out of the gate. And today we're going to bring you the beginning of a new one-shot mini-series set in a homebrew world that we created some time ago. I'll walk you through all that first. But first, we forgot to do this last time, and I just want to do a quick introduction of the group that's sitting here playing. It's a little different today than it was last time, and you'll see some changes over time. We'll talk about those as we go. But this is our main group here today. I'm Matt. I'll be your GM today and for the first campaign of Mimic Decision at the very least. And I'm looking forward to really seeing what we can do with this format of getting the audience involved in helping us tell our story. But more importantly, let's focus on our players. Mullet, why don't you go first?
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Tim, better known or also known as Mullet. I will be playing the character of Kefil Tiberian tonight. Cool sorcerer type character. A lot of fun. Been playing tabletop games for a little while, a couple of years now, and really enjoying. Been really enjoying the Daggerheart system recently, so yeah, looking forward to getting this thing going.
Cool. Tom, how about you?
My name's Tom, Thomas sometimes, and I've also known these people for a while. I've been playing Daggerheart for, well, 2 sessions, D&D for nigh on 3 years, something like that. And I'm looking forward to trying this out.
Wam, you're up.
Am I? I'm Wamba, sometimes Aubrey. I'm playing Valane, a tiny clink warlock, playtesting from the void. I play Daggerheart sometimes and D&D. And that is my intro.
Josh, how about you?
I'm Josh. I have been playing tabletop games, mostly D&D related, for going on a decade now. GM and player. Known this group, played with this group, GM'd for this group. And we're all pretty new at the Daggerheart system, looking to try it out, give it a good whirl. It seems fun so far. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with all of you guys.
And our last member for tonight, and is our guest for this mini-series, our friend Todd. He was here the first time we played this mini-series, or this one-shot, and I'll explain that in a moment. But Todd, why don't you say hi to everyone?
Hi, my name's Todd. I participated in the first one-shot that we had for this. I'm playing Iolanthus Duel, and it's just a warrior. So, and I have no experience with Daggerheart, so interested to see how this goes.
Great. Yeah. So bear with us. Everybody here is still, new to the world of Daggerheart specifically, although all of us have been playing tabletop together for a few years now. This group, plus or minus a few, has been part of a couple campaigns I've run, and we've been in some of Josh's as well. Which brings us back to a few years ago, while I was running 2 campaigns, specifically Descent into Avernus and Waterdeep Dragon Heist, I got the urge to get away from pre-made campaigns and make something new. So I made my first setting and my first one-shot, and that is what we're going to re-explore here today and over the next couple sessions. Welcome to the world of Khavalor. This is a world that in many ways is like a lot of other fantasy worlds, especially now today in this setting that we're playing in. It is a world filled with magic. It is a world filled with war and infighting. It is a world where the gods have not had much say, and where access to the world is limited and planar travel is deeply difficult, creating something of an oddity within the realms. And we're going to get a lot more into that, I promise, without bogging us down too much here. But this one shot was set up kind of to create the lore of the world. The actual campaign that we'll be playing in Khavalor down the road takes place some 1,000 or so years after the events that are going to take place in this story. In this story, we are here in the world of Khavalor, in the Empire of Jersul. Our players here are all citizens of the Empire. They're all notables in the Empire. They have all, risen to high levels within their respective fields. And when they're called upon by the Emperor, Emperor Jersul himself, they go out and see to what is needed. They're not the peak of anything. We don't have the general of the army here in this group. We don't have the leader of any of the local academies, but we have their second hands. We have their right-handed men. We have the men and women who make the Empire work just a little behind the scenes. And so today we're going to start exploring what that's like. And so we're going to focus today now on the palace of Emperor Jersul, a grand palace built with marble, gold, magic. Its towers stand in ways that, without the support of the magic that holds it up, would almost certainly fall. And that is a very normal situation here in the capital city of Kylos in Jersul. There are buildings all around that stand up in these wondrous ways, in these novel designs that without the help of the abundant source of magic here would very much not be possible. Magic shapes the everyday lives of the people of Jersul. Many people are gifted, at least at the basic level, of being able to cast at first, low-level spells and cantrips and that sort of thing. And it's just kind of become integral to the way of life of people all over the world of Khavalor, and particularly inside the Empire of Jersul. The Empire is in a constant state of war with its neighbors. It always has been, and the Emperor has kind of pushed to keep expanding boundaries. And for some time, that was working very well. Recently, the Empire has come under siege from an alliance of outside forces that have been able to bring together some of their strongest mages, wizards, sorcerers, what have you, together to bring power to bear on the weakest points of the Jersulan Empire, and Jersul has seen some real military losses and that sort of thing. And that is the backdrop for where we are today, where these 5 individuals have been called to the palace to assist with something. And we'll talk about who they are in a moment. But for the moment, let us instead focus on what is happening in front of them. Called in to meet with Emperor Jersul, before the Emperor had a moment to really get everybody up to speed onto why they'd been called here this time today, there was a rattling of the marble floor underneath the palace. The walls shook. There was the sound of an explosion outside, followed by the sounds of voices fighting, yelling, screaming, dying, killing. The Emperor and you 5 stood ready to move out to assist, to deal with whatever was going on. But not a moment later, there was an explosion out of the tiles in the center of the palace. And rushing up out of the ground, an amorphous blob of browns and grays and blacks, and it has no form that you can see as it just pours up through the gap in the floor that it made, and the smell smacks you in the nose. It smells of rot and mildew, and it just keeps pouring up and up and up and taking up space, pushing all of you away from each other as it forms into some kind of amorphous blob, tentacles flailing around the room, one of its arms reaching out and smacking Emperor Jersul, sending him flying into the wall far behind him, leaving the 5 of you facing off against this creature now. It still has no clear shape, although it does have a body of kind of semi-liquid fluid. Get out of there. Sorry, I have a dog trying to eat my trash. it looks at all of you as eyes appear across its body, popping up out of its kind of semi-fluid form, looking at each of you in the eye before the eyes disappear back into the form. And it starts to create more arms, these ones sharp and ready to fling out at all of you. And now, the Emperor flat on his back across the room, the 5 of you stand up against this creature, and you need to stand up for the realm. What do you do?
I think Harl pulls his hammer off of his back and he yells, "Stand at attention! Protect your emperor!" And I guess runs towards the centipede to try to attack this thing that's, or I say centipede, but this creature that's attacking.
All right, how do you attack?
I'm just gonna go up and just kind of do like a testing hit against it with my warhammer. My 2
So let's get those duality guys going.
That is a 14 with fear.
14 with fear. That does hit, but that is with fear. So why don't you go ahead and roll your damage?
Okay.
I'll take my fear token. Everybody remember to start with your starting hope. There should be 5, yep.
That is 62 damage.
62 damage, very nice. That is absolutely 3 points of hit points marked off on our monster here. It roars out in anger as the warhammer kind of slaps into it, and it's hard to tell really how much damage you're doing against it, but you feel purchase as the hammer hits, and the body almost turns rigid as the hammer comes into impact with it, and then you just watch as the shock wave of the hammer blow knocks the entire thing several feet back. So Harl, let's take a moment. You've struck the first blow against this beast here in the palace, but let's take a moment first to look back at where you came from. Who is Harl? How did he get here?
I think we see Harl riding a dusty road on a wagon, and he's kind of thinking to himself,
"The road's been long. Gives a dwarf too much time to think. Union liaison for the Imperial Mining Guild. That's the fancy title they gave me for someone who now sits half his life out behind a desk when I used to be in the rock picking out gems and stones and minerals. I meant to be settling trade disputes, not marching towards the capital. I glance over at Villane beside the cart. Her metal joints are clicking softly with each step. Been cooking for my crew for years. Miners, merchants, whoever needed feeding. Doesn't matter that she's a clink. She's steadier than most. And she always knows how to keep the camp running at night. She was requested at the capital too. No explanation, just like me. She catches me looking over and gives a tiny little tilt of her head and shrugs. It's good to have her here. Wouldn't feel right traveling without her after all these years. Still can't help but think how a mining liaison and a camp cook ended up summoning to the Empire's doorstep like we're something important. Feels like someone knows something we don't. Standing here with my hammer in my hand, that feels right. Never been afraid of a fight, but if Plinton could see me now, he'd laugh. Said the road always drags me into trouble whenever I'm looking for it. Whether I am looking for it or not. Maybe he's right. But for now, I'll focus on the task at hand.
and he gets ready for another bout.
All right. So this is Daggerheart, and our friend here just rolled with fear. which means that now it is my turn to have some fun, and we're going to spotlight our monster here. And as it turns in anger at the attack made on its flank by Harl, it turns one of its appendages into a perfect spear point and flings it at him. But I don't think that's going to do it. 10 to hit.
No, that does not.
Harl manages to get his guard up in time, deflect the blow, and the creature is left unsated for now. Back to the party. Who's next?
I can go next. So Keffel sees Harl's hammer do some visible damage to this thing, and he says, well, let's see if we can take a slightly different route. And Keffel is going to unleash chaos. So just a brief explanation of unleash chaos is I start with a couple of tokens, and I get to spend tokens. I do a spellcast roll that hits. I get to spend tokens equal to my spellcast modifier, the D10 for each. So what you're going to see is Keffel kind of set back, brace himself. He's going to start tracing sigils very small with this hand. They're going to slightly start getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then they're just kind of going to morph into something else that's very different to what he was drawn, and he just rolls his eyes and says, fuck it, pushes it out. It's not at all what he was intending to do, but it's what is happening. And so, just going to roll. D10, 11, plus 5. That is 16 with hope.
16
Okay,
with
so
hope?
it's gonna hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, I'm going to use all 5 tokens, so I'm going to roll 5 of my D10s here.
Okay.
And pardon the math. Okay, it's 10, 15, 21, 24 damages to
24 damage does
24 damage. Yep.
Okay. Moves up. That's going to be 2 hit points against our creature. For those who are unaware, as you hear, me bouncing from 68 or 24 damage to 2 or 3 hit points on the monster, Daggerheart uses kind of an abstraction of health here to stop creatures and players from being wiped out a little too quickly. The way it works is the damage roll is done to give us a raw damage number. That damage number is compared to thresholds that are set by class, armor, items, etc. that define how much damage that amount of that raw damage does to a creature. So you have minor damage, which is anything from 0 to your first threshold, moderate from the first threshold to your second, and then severe above that for 1, 2, and 3 hit points of damage. There is an optional rule in play. If you manage to double that second threshold, you move on into brutal damage, and that does 4 hit points.
I will also mark a stress to regain all of those tokens back.
All right. What does that come from? I'm sorry.
Same thing, same ability.
Yeah, very nice. Cool. Great. So you managed to, for 1 stress,
20.
do a nice chunk of damage to our creature here. The magic blasting into the creature's hide, once again just causing like these ripples and concentric rings to ripple out from the point of impact, and the creature forms a mouth at the top of its body, where it kind of cries out, not in pain but in anger. But let's take a moment now and take a better look at Keffel.
Oh boy. So Keffel is not shy, and he will tell anyone his entire history at the drop of a hat, sometimes whether they ask or not. But he's done it enough that he can be brief. So, born to a prominent family in the outskirts of Jorsul, Keffel Tiberian spent his childhood studying the School of Divination. He became a great arcane practitioner. Once he was of age, Keffel traveled the realm, seeking to further his expertise in hopes of settling down to a quiet life of study and education. Upon moving to the capital city of Kylos, His experience and his frankly impressive list of references allowed him to attain a position at the Arcane University, where he very quickly rose through the ranks to become vice dean. So not the dean, but the vice dean. And while he's been there, he's made really good friends with Rupert Giles and Iolanthus, also from Kylos.
Great. And let's use that as a segue. Iolanthus, you ready to step into this fight?
Okay. He's gonna charge forward, screaming "My beef!" and stab it with his spear.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what did he yell?
My beef.
Okay.
Yeah. See. Guess I rolled a 5 with fear. I'm not
That's
sure
a
what other
total-
modifiers to add.
So right, so you're attacking with your spear. So I believe that's going to be strength. Is that right?
Okay, so what I would add strength to it. I guess
Yeah,
it's 9 total?
whatever your modifier is.
Yeah, 9 with hope.
9 with what did you actually roll? What did the 2 dice say?
3 and a 2.
Okay. Okay. So a 3 and a 2, and the 3 was your hope die?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah. So that's a 9 with hope, which is a miss, sadly.
Oops.
So Atlantis comes charging in, yelling, and your attack goes right where the monster was a moment ago, but the yell just gave him just enough of a heads up, and he was able to kind of whoop his body out of the place where you were attacking, leaving just this kind of emptiness where you stab as the monster pulls back away. You do gain a hope, and yeah, that's about the best you can hope for in that circumstance. Let's take a look. Who is Iolanthus?
He used to be a fae terrorizing the countryside, just causing all sorts of destruction. He was eventually brought down by an unknown figure, but rather than kill him, he cut off his right arm and attached a cold steel arm in its place, which cut off most of his magical powers, and also affected him from anytime he would take any chaotic or even evil actions, he would just sear with intense pain, and it kind of made him he had to choose a new path in life, and that kind of led him to become a knight in service of the emperor.
All right. What does he look like?
Good question. Pretty average height. Mostly a normal human. I think the only unusual part is the eyes are just. There's not really any pupil. It's just like that bright, shining light. But other than that, yeah.
All right.
Pretty normal human look.
Awesome. Okay. Let's circle around then to the last of our returning players from the first time playing through this. Tom, introduce us to Giles.
Last but not least, right? Anyway, I'm still a little bit confused what happened. Used to reacting quickly though, and so I will cast Mystic Tether on the monster. I do a spellcast roll against it, and if I succeed, they are temporarily restrained and must mark a stress.
All right.
Uh, 15.
That succeeds. So what does this look like as you cast this magic out? How do you restrain him?
So I'll take a step back to describe Giles. Giles is a wizard, a researcher, long experience with magic. But the reason I'm coming back to this, on his outfits, he has like gold filigree. It's a dark blue with like gold wires on it. And as he casts this, the wires like crawl off the rope and just grab the monster and hold him in place.
Okay. So, as Giles reaches out and restrains the monster with his own clothing, interestingly enough, somehow the magical filament manages to wrap around this amorphous creature. And even though the creature is free to move and reshape as it wishes, where the wire touches, it seems to be locked in place. The magic coursing through it seems to be hurting it a little bit as it stops it from being able to shift and change as it wishes, limiting its ability to move on. Who is Giles?
Giles is a Dracona. Draconic ancestry might be one way of looking at it. He is first and foremost a researcher, self-effacing. As opposed to his good friend Keffel, he does not tell his story to everyone. In fact, he will tell very few people about his background. Keffel knows his first name. Most people just know him as Giles. He's a person who's has fought in the past, has fought in the wars as needed for the Emperor, but mostly prefers to support people. Just quiet, steady, always there. And that is Giles.
All right. That brings us to, last but not least, the last member of our party today. And I suspect the smallest, but I'm actually not sure on our size here for our Clank member. Vilane, why don't you step up?
Okay. So this is a giant centipede thing. And Vilane is fascinated. I don't know what that noise was, but I liked it. And she looks at it, at this group, some of them missing, some of them, restraining this thing, hitting it, and she says, hear me, sweet, strange creature. You want to be seen, to be found in your darkness, to be known, open to Vilane. Allow me to find you. And as I feed your mind to the great collector, Catalingua, as you are emptied of your darkness, embraced by the shadow, you will feel full. And I'm going to cast Voice of Dread, where you are magically speaking directly to this creature. And we're going to spend a favor from the Sphere of Shadow, because I can do that.
Okay. What does any of that mean?
Thank you for
It
asking.
means creepy things. Let's see. We're rolling. Oh, that's with fear. Okay. 13. So I get a +5 from the Sphere of Shadow. I have a limited amount of favor that I start with, and then I can get more on rest and other things. So
I see.
basically calling upon the patron to help.
Okay.
So now I have to do basic math, which is not my strong.
So that's an 18, yeah?
+4.
Oh, okay, 22. Yeah, certainly works. And you said with fear?
With fear.
With fear, okay.
Fear, yeah.
So I got my fear. What does this do?
They must mark a stress, because
Done.
it is stressful to listen to this, and become temporarily vulnerable, so attacks against them will have advantage. And I believe temporarily requires like a spotlight or a fear action or something to end it.
I see. Sorry,
So
one moment.
what was the condition again that was applied?
Vulnerable.
Vulnerable. Ooh, wow, nice.
Cool. Yeah, so the creature is made vulnerable by the sheer power of Vilane's words and will washing over it. And it's probably a little concerning just by the oration that went along with it, because, that was creepy. Why don't you tell us a bit more about Vilane? And then I'll take my turn.
You don't want to take your turn now? Okay, then we are in darkness. Pure darkness. And then there's a shimmer in the air. A green, shimmering light growing brighter and brighter. And as this green light glows, it reveals a face of glass. Layers and layers of glass forming a head and a body and tiny hands that are actually impossible to see through this light now as it emanates from a ring upon a very, very tiny glass finger. And painted flat on this face are eyes and brows and a small mark for a nose. There's no painted mouth, but the light plays off occlusions from within the many layered glass, creating like a kaleidoscope of color that shifts in a peculiar way similar to a mouth, in a way that makes you go, what? And that mouth, in that moment, absorbed in this green glow, is smiling. And her eyes, while painted flat, are also lit from behind by like fractal effects, appearing to move erratically, staring into the shifting green shimmer that grows and grows and grows in this heavy silence, heavier and heavier the brighter it gets, and then a crack. And as the light snaps away too quickly to reveal the splintering within the glass, in the darkness, Vilane fiddles with a ring. And she gets it as far as her glass-shaped fingernail before it refuses to budge. And then she allows it to just slide back into place. And the walls of this darkness are soft. And her tiny hands are pushing and pulling and dragging until she falls out, flat, onto the ground, out of Harl's nomadic pack, with none of the grace one might come to expect from an esteemed, well-traveled curator of the Royal Museum. She is a keeper of relics, a relic herself, a glimmering, shimmering 18-inch doll of mostly something similar to glass that was once found in the darkness of the mines a fair amount of time ago where Harl worked. And that is Vilane.
Beautiful. Now, as vulnerable and restrained as this creature may be, it is its turn again. And I am going to spend a fear to trigger his ability here. So I need reaction rolls from everybody. Let's call it... I'm blanking on the words here. I want to say Constitution.
I don't think there is one of those.
Of course.
Maybe like a
Presence?
What's a constitution?
Give me a moment. I don't have my sheet up.
My delicate constitutions.
clutching of pearls now.
Sorry. Yes. Strength.
Ah. That's a 12 for me.
12. Okay.
Is that 2d12?
Yeah. 2d12. Fear and hope do not matter for this roll.
Neither do crits, I assume.
I think crits are still a success. I think
I
you're good on
rolled
that.
double sevens.
That works for me.
13 for
Okay.
me.
11.
Okay. Wom, did you say yours?
Did I say my roll?
Yeah.
I did not.
Okay.
What was the roll we were supposed to do? I was stuck on Constitution.
It's a strength reaction roll.
It's strength reaction roll, so just duality dice.
Yeah.
So it's a 10, and fear doesn't matter. Okay.
Correct. Okay. Everybody fails. You are all knocked back 10 feet, and you all suffer. $29 points of physical damage as the creature just kind of shrinks in on itself for a moment, and there's the sound of a breath being drawn in, and then a moment later there is the sound of a foghorn followed by just a boom as it kind of just shoves out this fetid, disgusting smelling air that takes you from your feet, drops you to the ground with its force, and just pummels you with the sheer anger of this creature. But it's back to the party. Who's up?
First of all, I'm going to use courage to not take any damage and instead gain a stress.
Nice.
You say gain a stress.
Yes,
That's a
I
very
like to
different
gain
reaction
stress.
than most people.
I collect stress, like most people. Or I take 2 stress, sorry.
Okay.
I think at the same time, since everyone else kind of took some damage, I'm going to just run back towards this thing and try to attack.
It's still vulnerable, by the way,
Yeah,
right?
you still have it. You will all have an advantage on your attack. What is the duration on that one, by the way? The vulnerable? Oh, until it... Right. No, I remember now. We're good. Yeah, it is still vulnerable.
You have to
Yes,
decide.
correct. It's still vulnerable, so you have advantage on your attack, so add a d6 to your duality dice.
Okay. Alright, I was going to rage, but instead I'm going to just use Breaking Blow on him and gain another stress to deal an extra 2d12. So my hit was a 18 with hope plus 1 for my advantage. So 19 to hit.
Yeah, you're good. Take your hope and roll your damage.
Uh, 68 for the base damage, and then the 2 extra d12 for Breaking Blow is another 14. So 68 plus 14, 82.
All right, nice hit. That does, in fact, hit our threshold for 4 points of damage. This thing, once again, lets out a shriek of anger and pain as it whips through half a dozen different forms as it responds or attempts to respond to the pain, but you don't give it a moment. Who's next?
So,
I can go. Oh, go ahead.
looking around the throne room here from my backside, are there any loose objects, any ceremonial swords, any bits of rubble or debris that are laying on the ground?
Certainly no rubble or debris. Well, I mean, there's a bit of rubble and debris around where, like, the base of the creature, but it's honestly pretty small. The hole it came through is barely big enough for one of you guys to fit through by yourself. It really reformed above, so very little in that way. There's a couple of rocks here and there. It looks like the Emperor broke off some marble where he collided with a column some bit away. These statues that are around this battlefield area do each hold a spear that is in fact a spear. Like, it's large, but it fits in those hands. Like, it could be removed.
Well, I think I would like to, from my backside now, try a bit of telekinesis.
Okay.
So this is a couple of rolls. I have to do basically one roll to see if I can take the spear, and then another roll if I can against the target. So To take the spear, +5. That is Brain. We're on the same team here. No, we're not. He's failing me. He's fighting. 6, 2, 8, and 5. It's 13. Yes, 13 to try and take a spear.
Yeah, it's an inanimate spear being held by an inanimate statue, and the spear is meant to come out. Like,
Okay.
you're not sure why, really, but it is in fact meant to come out of that grip. So,
Okay.
you're good.
Well, good. Then I would like to now make a spellcast roll against said creature. So this would be the one that gets the d6 die for advantage. Yes.
If you're attacking, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The roll you had before, was it hope or fear? I missed it.
Oh, it was hope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then yeah, make your attack roll, and you can add a d6 to it.
Okay. Well, that is 11, 16 plus 6. Nice. So 22. I'm gonna get better at this mental math at some point, I think.
Eventually.
Yeah. Maybe
That said,
not.
I would have thought so 3 years ago. So
That's true.
Maybe you
22.
should get a calculator.
Right. Yeah.
sorry, 22. Yeah. Okay. So that's another 2
So that
points
hits?
of yeah. Oh, that was that was to hit. Yeah, that certainly hits.
Okay. Well, then this is going to be 5d12 plus 4 damage. Then.
5. Ooh.
Yeah, it's not bad. Okay, so we've got 21. We've got 29, 20, 35, and then I am going to use a bit of magic manipulation here. Going to spend a stress to double a damage die of my choice here. Oh,
Okay.
that was +5, so it was actually 20, 35. That's 40. I'm going to double the 11 that I got.
Okay.
And so, more math. 40, that's 51.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're solidly three hit points mark there. You guys are chewing this thing up.
I can go next.
Yeah, absolutely. Technically, that really, could have been 2 moves the way we did that, but I think story-wise it makes sense to have done it that way. Tom, go ahead.
I'm going to be a very archetypical wizard and just fireball his face. I am annoyed, and when I'm annoyed, fire usually solves the problems. So first I have to cast a spellcast roll. Uh, 4 and 4. Is that a crit, or is that enough?
That's a crit. Yes.
Okay.
So you take a hope, you clear a stress if you marked one, and obviously you hit.
Right. But no, not yet, because Fireball is weird in Daggerheart. You still get a reaction roll now.
Interesting. Okay.
You have to reaction roll 13. And on success, you take half damage.
I rolled a 1. You're good.
Okay. How do crits work in this?
So critical damage takes the maximum rollable amount of your attack.
Okay.
Plus the dice roll on top of it, and whatever the modifier is as a flat modifier.
Wait, how did you get a 1 on your reaction roll?
I roll d20s.
Ah, okay. They're different. Okay, my bad. The spell is 5d20 plus 5.
So 5d20 plus 5.
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and
I
just for the fun of it, roll your damage.
Okay. 36.
36. So that is a
that's
total.
really low. Oh,
That is
sorry.
really low. So that is 141 damage. Is that accurate?
Yes.
5d20. That is.
Yeah, so it's because you have to do 2 rolls, right? Like I have to do a hit roll and then like you get a reaction.
Yeah, that is spectacular. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that is very clearly 4 points of health marked against this guy. And I got to tell you, this is a beefy boy. There are very few creatures in Daggerheart are meant to hold up to what these guys have thrown at it, and this one's not going to make it much longer. Who's next?
And yeah, technically it's everybody within very close range of the point where you hit, right? But that's why I shot at the head based on where everybody's standing.
Sure, well, that's
Yeah.
fine. It's a very big room you're fighting in. I don't have a
Right.
problem with that. So who's next?
How's this guy looking?
Bad. So he came up looking bad in one way, and now he is looking bad in an entirely different sort of way. The edges that were amorphous are now frayed. They don't have definition. He's leaking this kind of dark, thick brown fluid in puddles across the floor. You can hear like this kind of labored breathing sound, even though he doesn't have a visible mouth or nose or anything to be breathing through. And the roars of anger have shifted into kind of grimaces of pain. Doesn't appear to be trying to run away, but it is not looking good.
Okay. I'm going to switch to my battle axe and see if a piercing, slashing damage would do better than my hammer on his chitinous bugskin. And I guess I'll try to aim for what I would presume would be the head area. I really just want to bury an axe into its head.
Okay, so it doesn't really have a head, so to speak, but it has places where heads have been. So feel free to attack one. Make your roll. Let's see what you hit.
We don't have an advantage anymore, or
You do. I
But can
haven't
it
had a
still
chance to
restrain?
clear that. Yeah,
that is an 11 with fear.
11 with fear does not hit.
Okay.
And I am going to take that
Oh,
moment.
I rolled a 1, and I get to reroll ones for warrior
Okay.
class.
Okay, good.
And I rolled an 11 with that die. So that brings it to 19 with hope.
Okay, that'll hit.
Damage. So many dice. 70 even.
Yeah, that's another 3 hit points of health, and yeah, that's gonna finish it off. So you want to bury an axe in its head? You bury an axe in its head. Why don't you walk me through what you're doing here?
Okay. When I take the axe off, I kind of like spit in my hands like a batter would do, and take a good grip, and then I just run with my naturally sprinting dwarf legs and kind of do like a jumping overhead swing down on this thing, and just try to envision my axe halfway through its body as if I was practicing kung fu punches.
Yeah, the creature, not in its best state of mind, having been absolutely demolished as it came up out of this hole, something it was not prepared for, makes the stupidest decision as it possibly can, forming its head, coming right at you, opening its mouth, opening its maw so you can see down its, as its fangs and hooks kind of open up, trying to be ready to just swallow you. But you come in swinging, and your axe is the faster and the truer, and it takes it right across the skull of this thing, and you feel it sink in. The bone separates. You feel the soft kind of gelatinous inside of its head burst open, and then as you follow through with the swing, the head just kind of vanishes. The creature loses everything that held it together cohesively, and it just turns into this giant puddle / wave of that kind of thick brown liquid that whooshes out across the floor, possibly sweeping some of you a step or two back as it finishes. You are left standing in the palace hall, dirty, not particularly hurt, but victorious.
I kind of wipe some of the goo or viscera off my face and just like swoop my hair back with it. Ugh. Nice spit on its corpse. Yeah.
Well done, well done. A moment later, Everage, your soul manages to get up off the ground, kind of shaking off the stun of that initial blow. looks at all of you and just grins. Both of his swords are still sheathed at his hips, and he's wearing armor as he usually is. It's a mix of gold and silver filigree, and he just kind of walks slowly, looking at the huddle of the monster that was standing there before. You know, I think I might have picked well when I put this group together. Thank you.
Was this some kind of test?
No, nothing of the sort. This was an attack. We've been dealing with them regularly now for the past week or so. This was the first one to reach the palace, I'll say, but it won't be the last.
No,
Which
which
is
group
why
has
I
been
thought-
sending these guys?
I wish I could tell you. There's too many at this point. We're fighting a war on 3 different fronts, and any one of them could be pulling these sorts of summonings off.
An attack this deep into the heart of Jorsul is troubling.
Are
We're
the
not in
wards
a
failing?
good place. No, the wards have not failed. They're as strong today as they have ever been. But our enemies have gotten stronger. They've learned. Looking at this, maybe they're making deals with things they shouldn't be. I'm leaving today. I need to lead our armies to battle. And I need your group to see something done for me, away from the front lines. It's not glorious. Truth be told, you might not even tell anybody about it. But there's a ritual that must be completed. And he reaches into his armor and he pulls out a sealed scroll tube. It's got seals with the Imperial symbol on both ends, wax wrapped around it, and a ribbon around the center. And he hands it forward over to Giles. I need your group to make your way to a location in the south, in Gascon. They've been guarding a place for me for some time. Your group will have to go there, make it past the defenses that are in place, and complete this ritual. And time is of the essence. It's a 2-day trip. We need this done within the next 4. Or, truth be told, there might not be an empire for you to come back to.
What sort of
And-
ritual are you looking for here?
I'm going to have to ask you to trust me, Keppel. The ritual will give our empire an advantage in the wars to come. It's not a guarantee, but it's better than an even playing field. And it's much better than what we have now.
Rituals
I
without
haven't-
knowledge are dangerous, my emperor.
You'll have all the knowledge you need in that scroll. I ask that you not open it until you're at least inside the location.
As you wish.
Do we know who we're up against, Emperor?
You're up against me. You're going to a location that I refer to as the Well. Some traveling companions and myself, some many, many years ago, came across this place. And recognizing it for the power that it was worth, we claimed it for our own. We built defenses. We built traps. I was the only one who left the place behind, to be honest. I expect the rest of them are long dead. It's been many years. But you'll be going up against the defenses that we put into place. For this exact purpose. This ritual, this site, is too powerful for anybody to go to who isn't worthy, who isn't capable of handling real power. This will be, in many ways, a test of what this empire is, of who its people are. If you can get through it, I suspect we're going to come out of this just fine. If not, well, it's been nice serving with all of you.
What are our options for transportation? I arrived here with my small caravan of commerce, but I suppose I could retrofit some of them to take us where we need to go.
I have a carriage ready for you. Big enough for your group, plus the driver. You'll move quickly and quietly. No fanfare.
And how much does the driver know?
He knows where to take you. He knows not to say a damned thing until afterwards.
So we may discuss our task at hand in the carriage.
You may. He's not one of you, but he is somebody I trust. Take your time. Well, not really, but you'll have your time on the road. When you reach the location, you'll have to convince those who guard it to let you in. You'll have to make your way past my traps. You'll find the ritual site at the base of the well. Conduct the ritual. And then, powers be that are willing, come back to us. I'm sure we'll have more for you to do afterwards.
Do you have some information on the traps? The number of them? The ordering?
Maybe a
Not
solution
really.
to the puzzles that you created.
Oh,
Are you afraid, Giles?
research, my dear. Research is what gets us through problems.
No.
It wouldn't be.
I'll show you the eyes of Catal.
Maybe don't show him that yet. No, truth is, I know what I made. I don't know all the defenses because I didn't make them all myself, but I know what I made. But telling you seems like it would undermine the point here. Your soul just doesn't need to survive, it needs to deserve to survive. Show me that it does. Show me that we haven't wasted the hundreds of years establishing this place.
Well,
Well, an ominous mission and a several-day ride ahead.
As the Emperor wills it.
Suppose I could do with some time away from the university. And Giles, you could definitely do with some time outside the library.
Yes, you're looking awfully yellow, Giles.
yes, my Emperor.
Giles just doesn't do. I see a gold dragonborn without his gold.
Well, the faster we accomplish our mission, the sooner we can all go home.
That's the idea. Thank you. I appreciate how willing you all seem. I know many of you work for me directly in many other ways, but this is a step beyond your duty. You have my gratitude, and I wish you the best. Your caravan waits in the courtyard.
Well, I'll just kind of nod and turn around and start walking out.
Harl bows and before he turns around to walk away.
I will give a deep, dramatic bow with my hands kind of flinging out that I have been painting in the creature's goo before I turn to follow Harl.
Ilana, maybe wash your hands before. Never mind. Oh,
Milane, maybe we should look over these provisions that these Empire types have put together. Who knows what they've packed us?
Oh, I could go through the packs.
You know what I like to eat. They don't.
Are you sure about her, my emperor? As I imagine they're walking away.
She is quite skilled, quite resourceful. You could do worse.
As you say.
Go make your bloodline proud.
I do a very respectful nod, bowing the head, and turn around. Kind of wait for a Kefal at the door. And Iolanthus.
I'll salute and bow and head out as well.
And Giles and Atlantis get out of the chamber where I think we're out of earshot of the Emperor. I'll say, this is our chance, guys. This is our chance to get a, head librarian for you, actual dean for me, right? Like,
Kefal, I am the head librarian.
yeah, but, head librarian of a larger library, maybe? He could make this happen.
We'll get you the dean position. Tap him pat him on the back.
This is gonna happen. Good opportunity.
Let's try to save your soul, and then make you dean.
I mean, yeah, obviously we're gonna save it. It's us, but actual dean position coming up.
I mean, Dean will probably be the least position that you'll get from helping with this.
Well, maybe. There could be 4 other rituals going on. And they might be done before we are. Careful if we don't hurry.
Well, then get to the carriage and let's knock this out. Come on, we've got a 2-day ride, and I'm itching to see what's in that scroll.
As Keppel walks away, I'm winking at Iolanthus. And following behind.
You are met in the courtyard with a stout, broad-shouldered man with a thick beard, kind of leaning back against a carriage. His eyes follow you as your very distinctive group makes your way forward. As you approach, he looks at you and password.
There is no password. We're sent here by the Emperor.
Get in.
Good. Well, we should make a password now so that other people can't.
It's
just
a 2-day straight ride, Keffel. We'll recognize them.
There will be stops.
There are 5 people here.
If there's ever 6, we know there's a problem.
I think we can make Dean the password. Let's go.
Let's not jinx it now.
Deaned. All right, all aboard. And as you guys mount the carriage, the doors close behind you. The driver gets into position, and he starts to creak the wagon carriage out of the courtyard, through the palace grounds, and out into Kylo City, where you can see, as you saw on the way in, a flurry of activity all around you. You can see as troops are mobilized, as people are running with packages and missives left and right. Particularly here around the Imperial Palace, there is just a buzz of activity that probably hasn't stopped in days and will not soon, but you can see that preparations are well underhand for the Emperor and his royal guard to move out with one of the regiments to go toward whatever battle he is heading to now. But you guys are getting out a little ahead of the rush as the carriage makes its way away from the palace, further to the outskirts of the city, and you start to see the signs of the war, the damage here at the edges of the city that hasn't been maintained as well. The roads, the buildings, the people, they all look a little more worn down. Not nearly as gleaming and shining and floating on thin air as the center of the Imperial Palace, but nonetheless, the carriage works its way out of the palace onto roads and makes its way due south. And soon you're left with nothing but the sound of the wheels turning and your own company in the carriage as the carriage rides on.
All right, so Giles would see the scroll. You know, full well we're not going to wait till we get all the way there to open it and see what's going on.
Yes, of course. What harm ever came of reading a magical scroll when we were explicitly told not to?
We're not going to act on it. We're just going to read it. I would very much
Careful.
like to know what it is. What if there's
Careful.
preparation involved?
He would have told us, and we would have read it earlier.
Oh, this is a test. He wants to see how independently we can think. Maybe.
I independently think we should leave it alone.
I mean, what harm is it going to do giving it a read?
Careful.
Wouldn't you like to know what it is we're going to do?
It's 48 hours. Think of it as a test of patience. Think of all the annoying parent-teacher conferences you'll have to do, and the patience you will need for this. This is the patience that you need. In fact, this is good practice because that is going to be worse. I guarantee you that. Imagine the noble lady that comes, asks why her little darling son did not get into the academy, and you have to listen to this for an hour. Right after, you have to have a discussion with another parent about how their little Timmy is not performing well in his math classes. I think at this point, patience will be something good for you to learn.
Personally attacked? Okay.
What? Why?
Like
Oh, right. Sorry.
we can wait a while, but you know.
Let's
we'll
just wait
see.
till we're there.
I will read it.
No.
Here we go. She's not gonna let it up.
Let me feel it. I just want to feel it. Please.
Nope.
Please.
See, now that's 2 to 2.
Giles.
Io, what do you think? Should we? I mean, you're our tiebreaker here.
There is no tiebreaker. The scroll was handed to me.
I
And
think
you will
this is
hand
a
it to
time
me,
for us
and I
Because
will
we're
to.
standing
know.
closest.
I hate to cut you all off, but this is an
Well,
excellent time for
let's-
us to lean
yeah.
into what we do. At Mimic's Decision, obviously the beginning of this didn't have a lot of room for this kind of feedback, but now let us switch over to our audience. I know we don't have a lot of information to give you guys here just yet, but I think let's let you guys make the decision. Is our party going to open the scroll early or not?
Hold on, you're too fast. You're too fast.
No rush. Get it done. Feel free to discuss in chat or as you wish. If you have any other ideas that you want our players to consider, now is the time.
Oh my god. I need to figure out how to get those working faster.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Don't worry about it. I think our chat is pretty definitively on the side of.
I got it ready after everybody has answered, but I got it
Yes.
ready.
I think we are gonna open the scroll.
All right, well, hand it here, Giles. Let me.
I can feel history repeating itself. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, but I
Show me
wanted
what
to
we're.
read.
Fine.
Okay.
I swear I will make him turn this carriage around and drop you two back there.
Well, no, it's gonna be fun.
I hand
And
it
if we all
over.
blow up, whoops. So I'm going to take the scroll. And I'm going to
So
open it.
the scroll case
Wait.
opens. Oh, sorry.
Wait,
What?
are you prepared?
I mean, I'm seated.
Is your mind open?
I mean, my mind is my mind.
That's not a good sign.
Many would probably agree with you, but yeah, I think we're good. I've got a lot of experience with scrolls and magical rituals. I think we should be fine here. We're just
What
gonna
if
see
I
what it
told
does.
you? What if I tell you? Come here, I'll whisper in your
Okay, I'll lean
ear.
down.
Lower.
Sure.
What if I told you? I know what it says.
Well, how would you know what it says?
Because Catal told me.
She
gonna
glows
shoot-
this kind of weird pale green color as she says it.
I'm gonna shoot kind of a weird, like, is she serious look to Harl.
Harl just closes his eyes and nods. Yes. When it comes
Oh.
to something she wants, she's always serious.
Okay. Well, tell you what. Why don't I take a look, and then we'll compare notes and see how close Catal was.
No. I don't think your eyes could see it.
I've got quite excellent vision.
No, the shadows that swarm over the smoothness of your mind.
Sorry, did you say the smoothness of his mind?
Jeez. It's a nice smooth brain insult. Okay. Jeez. I think you've got your way of knowing things, and I think I've got mine, and I'm not going to tell you that, one of us is wrong. But I am going to say I would really like to open the scroll directly. I'm kind of going to slowly take it, and I'm going to very carefully open the wax seal in a way that it, if you go slow enough, if you go, little bit here, just very gently, you can kind of get those things open where they can be resealed.
It shatters into wax dust as you open it.
Oh.
It was not made for what you wish it to be made for, but you are able to open it, and inside you find 3 items. One is the scroll itself. It is written in a language you don't recognize. The paper itself has kind of a faint pale blue glow to it. It almost seems to shimmer in your hand, kind of casting bits of light onto your face and in the carriage around you. You feel that there is magic about this, and your skill with magic makes it relatively easy for you to kind of understand. When you want to read this scroll, you will be able to, but until then, you can't. And when you do, it will be used. In addition, there are 2 items inside the scroll tube. One is a scale, about this big, gleaming gold, but seeming like a scale from a snake or something, but large, thick, heavy. And the third object is a small gem. It's pale blue. It's pretty. It's probably somewhat valuable. You're not really sure why it's here. To be fair, you're not sure why any of the other stuff is there either. But this doesn't strike you as being particularly odd. Like it's the kind of gem you could have found at a dozen shops in Kylo City.
So it's a scroll, a pale blue gem, and what was the middle one?
A golden scale.
Golden scale.
Hand over that scale here, real quick.
Yeah, here you go.
Are you missing one?
That's actually the first thing I check. Like, how close does it match to my golden color type thing?
It's more vivid. It's brighter. It seems like it's made of actual gold, whereas like the gold
Nice.
that you like for you, like when the light hits you right, you look that way. But generally speaking, it's a little more washed out. This looks like it's made of actual gold.
Does it feel like there's any magic in it or something like that?
Maybe a faint aura, but nothing distinct. Nothing like an enchanted item that you're used to.
Right. Okay. So passive, but as opposed to like an actual.
Like it might have some magic to it. It might have some magical properties, maybe, but it doesn't
Right.
feel like it was purposely enchanted. If that's what you.
Right. Yep. Okay. I imagine that this is going to be relevant. So, Velane, what does the scroll say?
Well, actually, we should probably not have anyone interpret the scroll. If we try to read the scroll, you'll be able to do it once, but then it'll be used. So we should probably, I can give you some of the maybe like could I maybe pull out some of the high points without reading through the whole thing and.
The language will be made apparent to you when you're ready, but until then, this is just a sheet of indecipherable writing.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
all this drama for nothing? Give it back here.
Yeah, I don't know why you protested so much. We could have known this a lot sooner, and then we would have been able to ride in peace.
Rules
did
are there
know.
for a reason, Kefal. Safety, usually.
Rules.
And you want
The
to be in
driver
charge
is
of a
there.
school.
Well,
Mold young minds to think for themselves.
The driver is very pointedly humming loudly to himself.
Oh, should he not have heard? Should
He
we
heard
whisper
nothing.
into his ears?
He heard school and didn't want to listen anymore.
let's be honest. By the time we're there and we would come back, either it's resolved, then everything will be fine, or we'll have failed. And then everything will be, well, most likely not fine.
Probably the same.
No, I don't think so. But maybe. Hopefully there's a second group doing another ritual somewhere else.
What, like a backup group? Surely we're not the backups. We've got to be the primary group on this, right?
Yeah, sure, of course, always.
Yeah. All right, well.
Fine.
Oh,
Make yourself comfortable.
If it's 2 days ride, I'm gonna get some rest. Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously, guys, feel free to have your characters be topped off. You're going to be well rested as we can get to our next point. I'm not cutting anybody off, although I think we are going to take our break here in a moment. But if there's nothing else that anybody wants to deal with on the trip, you guys will make the rest of it relatively quickly with no notable detours. Eventually passing over the border of the Jerusalem Empire into your neighbor to the south, Kresgon, and just moving down south slowly on various mountain paths, cutting left then right, east then west. Always headed south though, and then cutting slightly to the west. The days pass, just a short stop, just long enough for your driver to get about 6 hours of rest before continuing. The carriage makes good time, eventually coming to a point where the mountains come down to the sea. And you see an island across the way from you. Or not an island, as you get closer, you can see it is connected. There is a path down well below where you are now that connects these 2 points of land, but the road you're on ends, and there is a 50-foot gap or so, and then it continues on the other end on this kind of outcropping, this pseudo island, if you will. And we'll come back to that point as the carriage arrives at our destination. That's what we'll continue from after a short break. So, Tom, if you want to take us off air for a moment, not off air, but get the wait sign
How long will
up.
the break be?
Let's call it 10 minutes.
Okay.
How do you make the timer start? You have to go into
It-
studio mode.
It automatically starts when you activate that scene.
Mhm.
But I had to make a script that did that. I don't know if the script got exported properly.
It did not, but that's fine.
I see. Okay.
Also, we are no longer muted.
Everybody, welcome back. We'll be getting started in just a second now as we continue our adventure. Hopefully with a bit more opportunity for you guys to dive in on audience participation as we move forward. But if everybody's ready, we can pick up where we had left off. Just let me kick off our music.
You're a camera, Matt, also.
Oh,
Is,
thank you.
still-
Take care of that in a moment.
Oh gosh, I gotta fix mine.
Mhm.
You need to stop squinting so much. It's bad for your eyes.
It
It's
really
just
is.
hard not to glare at Mullet.
Oh, is it mullet you're
Upside
glaring at?
down.
I assumed it was me, to be honest.
You should also smile once in a while. I'm going to be honest. Like it's,
Yeah.
you know,
It's
Yeah,
kinda-
well, can't you just smile more?
Easy.
that is like the most obnoxious thing
Easy
to ever say.
guy.
Thanks.
Smile, sweetheart.
There's a reason, choosing that statement.
All right. Let's get back into it.
As we are traveling, I
Mhm.
will kind of climb up as much as I can on Giles and use my little tiny glass hands to make him smile. Just occasionally. It's very
Perfectly creepy.
important. This is part of my preparation while we are resting, and it's team prep. So we both get to hope.
So, Giles is a Dracona, so he has like a snout. And so like the smile that you're making is actually like a draconic smile that you're making. So it looks like
Yes.
it has some sharp teeth.
I'm just
Yes,
imagining
it is.
Toothless right now, to be honest.
No, that's fine that you're imagining that, but that's not what Giles is. Yet, I guess. Next GM action punches out Giles' teeth. But yes.
Nonetheless, the carriage has come to a stop at the end of this road, overlooking this gap, looking out at this next island. At which point you hear your driver kind of get down from the carriage, come around to the door, and swing it open for you. And we're here.
That was surprisingly painless, considering the fights currently going on.
That's my goal in life, surprisingly painless.
Are you going to wait
Mhm.
here for us to come back, or are you heading out quickly?
Well, I was going to stick around for a couple days in case you needed a ride back, but kind of launches his thumb back the direction you guys came, and as you poke your head out, you see what appears to be a large dust trail coming in from the same direction as you. We got a tail.
Well, it's always something.
They were
Alright.
waiting for us about half a day's travel from here.
And they've just been following us?
We're in first, but yeah, I was pretty sure of it the past hour. Absolutely sure of it now. There's nothing else out here. They absolutely are coming the way we came.
We have to
I
stop
can
them.
try to
No,
just, be a decoy.
it's fine. We will handle this. We can't afford them to get away anyway and to report back.
Just fought a blob monster a few days ago. Order a couple people in a carriage. Can you see how many carriages it is, by the way?
Half a dozen.
You had to say
Maybe
something.
we should get inside quickly. Maybe bang on the door, ask for help.
It's
So,
actually
throwing
not a
that
bad
out.
idea to have him run ahead, try to lure them off.
It's
Do
true.
you
think
think
you
you
can
will
stay
be able
safe?
to outrun them?
No, but I can get you an hour or so.
I don't want to put you in danger. Any
You're
more
late for
than
that.
you already have.
He reaches under his shirt and pulls out on a chain a little silver whistle, and he throws it over to Keffel. Whistle, blow on that, and they'll come out and help you in. I'm gonna take the I'm gonna take the carriage. See how far I can get.
You're a good man. Maybe a bit hairy, but good man.
Don't have to be rude about it.
Well, no, it's a,
He hops back
it's a
onto
good
the
thing.
carriage
See
and
ya.
Trust in the sight.
I'm going off-roading in a carriage with a horse. I don't know how much sight's gonna help.
Well,
The tall will show you the way through the shadow.
We can always use his distraction to form an ambush for those who are following him. They
I
think
mean-
we're still up ahead.
sure, but they're not that far away, and it's 6 carriages. You might get 1 or 2, but that leaves the other 4. Maybe we blow the whistle or maybe we hide, let them pass, and blow the whistle.
Okay.
Maybe we give this one to the audience.
Yes,
Ooh,
counter
maybe we
ambush
do.
or
Okay.
let them
Matt,
pass.
you need to tell me that earlier. Like
I
a
just
couple
thought of it. I
Well, we just-
apologize.
yeah.
I guess isn't.
It was Vax's idea.
It was
clearly.
Vax's idea. He's up here whispering in my ear. He's my little worm tongue. Yeah, buddy. So yeah, let's put this in front of the audience. So, general question: Are we fighting? Are we running? Or do you have some secret third idea that you want to throw out?
I was thinking distract as a third idea. Like put a trap down or something.
So let's hear it, all you folks out in chat. What do you have for us? What should we do? What should they do, I suppose?
Almost there.
This will be more streamlined when we shift over to actual in-chat polls and stuff, I assume. But I do believe this means we are going to fall back to our, what do you call it? Our tiebreaker. Which in this case is... I thought we had this written down in order somewhere. I think it's Josh. I think Josh is up.
Did
So
the vote
Josh.
Oh, I do have that written somewhere.
Josh, it is your call.
I think Harl kind of unstraps his hammer and puts it on the ground with a thud. Because if you guys remember, one of my experiences is that I traveled as a caravan guard, so I am good at reading tracks and threats on the road and spotting ambushes, which I think could translate to creating an ambush. He says,
All right, here's what I think. We use the driver as the distraction. They'll think that they're still following us. We come up with some way to set an ambush, maybe hopefully take out the first cart altogether without any combat, and then we fight like hell. We don't want these people harming that driver. We don't want these people following us inside.
How fast are they moving?
Like we're definitely back.
Harl?
I would say based on the dust cloud, you can tell that you've probably got 5 minutes before they come through where you're at.
Harl, do you think I could throw a wall of fire right in their path? How quickly do you think they can stop?
If they're running full tilt like it looks from the dust cloud they're creating, looks like they're hard on their horses. Horses are already tired. I bet you it won't take much. I'm sure that would work.
Okay.
The rest of us,
That
we
will
can
be my
hide
opener.
and flank from each
Yeah.
side. Don't give them a chance to spread out.
Okay. So you're opening up with a wall of fire. Walk me through what that ability does.
I need to do a roll. 1 second. I scrolled and I lost it. Do a roll. On a success, I create a temporary wall of fire of magical flame between 2 points within far range. So, that seems like pretty big wall. All creatures in its path must choose which side to be on, and anything that subsequently passes through takes 4d10 plus 3. Why 4 on this ability?
GM, could he use my +2 for my experience?
That's a question. Give me a second. I've not looked at this. I know there's a way we can roll this together if you guys want to kind of tag team it, but I think that costs hope. So let me double check the base rules real quick.
Yeah, sorry, I was didn't mean to make a car problem.
No, it's fine. This is 100% something that we'll have to do at times, so give me a moment.
Well, I can enhance the magic of others with my essence.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, it's you. That is as
all
written.
right.
And I thought Valane was the
Can you
creepy
guys
one
make
here.
fun of
Can I?
Rumble?
Yeah. So when I help an ally with a spellcast roll, I get to basically roll a d8 as my advantage die.
Okay, well, how about this? What if instead of me helping with magic, because I don't know anything about magic, could I help set us up for a good ambush with my experience?
I'd allow that. Yeah, so let's let's add your experience and advantage to Tom's roll for the overall setup. Or no, here's what we'll do. Okay, so Tom, you have a roll for the spell, right?
Yes.
Okay. I want a Harl. Why don't you take point in setting up the ambush, and we'll have you make that roll. That's the easiest way to take care of that. So, Giles takes care of his magic, and then you help prep everybody for that. And for that, I would want a.
Instinct?
Yeah, I think instinct. Let's do that.
Is that for the help or is
That's for the ambush itself.
Okay.
See how that
Yeesh.
goes.
I got a 9 with fear.
9 with fear. That's with the bonuses.
Oh, plus 2, so 11.
Okay, and you don't have a presence bonus, or did you? Add
Oh, I
that?
thought you said instinct.
Oh, instinct. Yeah. Wait, no, instinct is. Yes, instinct. That's correct.
Okay, then yeah, it's 11.
Gotcha. Okay,
Or
cool.
finesse, maybe? I don't know. Yeah.
No, instinct was what we asked for. That's fine. Okay, so Giles, why don't you make the spellcast roll as well? And meanwhile, you guys, the map is set up.
Can I help him with this?
Sure, you can.
Again, with my essence, I get to roll a d8 and add it to his roll.
Sure, you can roll the advantage die for him. Go ahead.
Is
Plus
this
5.
this looks reasonable, right? On the stream. Oh wait, it's not transition yet. There.
Perfect. Yep.
Looks like Phil
So you get-
is on my
You get
back.
plus 5,
That
and I
is
get
what
to
she's doing.
swap the results of your duality dice as well.
Ooh, wow.
That's nuts.
Well, I mean, I can't do it again till long rest, but it's not bad.
Yeah, I don't think that's needed. 17. Well, plus my 7, so 24.
Plus my
with
5.
yeah, with hope, and yes,
Okay.
and I technically get to clear a stress because I rolled one of my pattern numbers.
Okay. So your spellcast roll is beautiful. Your ambush roll is a little rough. And that was with fear, right?
But mine was with hope.
Not yours. Josh.
Yes, mine was with fear.
All right. Yeah. Sometimes the fear happens off screen. A countdown is going to move forward here, or actually, it's going to be delayed. Here's what's happening. But yeah, so you guys line up. Go ahead and set yourselves however you want on the map, assuming that the road is kind of crossing this way.
Okay, I'm gonna suggest everyone move to like the treed area to get cover.
Oh, I can't actually. Can I draw? Oh, I can't draw anything. Okay. Oh, there.
Believe in yourself.
The road, something like this.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, well let's split up on each side. The tree on the other side, so we're not all coming out of the same.
Okay.
As shitty as my roll was, I'm still
Where?
So the driver has taken the carriage further away, down where the road kind of slopes off, closer to the ocean, around the foothills of the mountains, beyond the point where you guys are now waiting. I handled this poorly, because we do need a group roll here. I'd like everybody to roll me finesse as you hide.
Oh no.
Sorry, what did you say? We're writing?
Finesse.
16 with hope for Carl.
Nice.
Yep. 16. And these checks
Oh,
don't have.
And
Right.
you're well, I mean, you can either roll with advantage or not roll. To be honest, if you're just hiding with Harl, like in his bag or something, I'll just use his for yours.
Oh, do ability checks not matter on hope?
Oh, they do. No, your hope.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
do they?
You do get your hope here. This is an actual check, not a reaction roll.
Well, then 16 with hope.
Go ahead.
Somehow 19 with hope.
Okay. Jesus
Nice.
Christ.
14 with hope.
Jesus.
Hold on. I'm seeing if I have anything
wait.
that can make sense.
No rush.
It's a 22 with fear. I thought I had something to make that not fear, but I don't think I do.
Okay. The carts move up the road towards you guys where you lie in wait. Giles and Kafal, you have pulled your power together, and you have this spell ready to just unleash on the wall at the right time. And you all hide well enough. Would it hold up to somebody who is searching? Probably not. But these guys are tearing down the road, following the trail of dust that your carriage has left as it has moved on. And with that, Giles steps up and Kafal challenges his essence into the magic, and a wall of fire roars to life across the road. And the first two carriages, already thundering past you guys, don't have time to react. They go through it and come out on fire, smoking, filled with screams, and crumbling as they go through. Whatever was in there did not make it. The horses are not in good shape coming out of the wagon. They take off in pure panic and terror and run right off the cliff into the rocks and ocean below. The other four carriages start to slow in reaction. One of them kind of has to skid and actually rolls a bit into the fire, catching on fire, but you see the door open. The other three, however, do manage to come to complete stops. One second. How do I...
Do you need me to draw something?
Nope.
Okay.
The other three carriages empty. And
Oh my.
a group of very well-geared individuals pop out, looking, their eyes locking on Keffel and Giles. And I'm going to spend a fear to spotlight one of them right now. Giles, this one knocks his bow. He kind of runs back behind several of his people, knocks his bow, and takes a shot at you. That is an 18 to hit.
That's evasion against evasion, right?
Correct.
Oh yeah, that easily hits.
Okay. For a total of 22 points of damage.
Oh. I'm going to use an armor and take a damage. So it would have been just over the major damage threshold.
Okay. That is my spotlight. It's back to the party. What do you guys do?
I think Carl lets out a roar and comes busting through the brush, roar, raising his hammer. Let's see. I guess whichever guy is closest to me, maybe that guy in green.
Okay.
Sorry, just a quick question. What happens to the wall of fire? Is it still on the map
That's
anywhere?
a good question. You tell me.
It should be. It's
But yeah, so
there's no concentration.
It's still up where it's at the top of the map. If you want to draw it in, just push it up above the characters.
Here. Something like this.
Yep, perfect.
Okay. So I was making sure I wasn't in the.
You're good. You're good. These guys did not stop in the fire.
Okay. So I rolled a 20 with hope on
Okay.
the attack. But I also want to use. I want to use whirlwind, which is my AOE spin to win.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So do I just roll the damage first? It says I use the attack against all other targets within very close range.
Right. So I think the damage
I'll
differs
adversary
for each
take
one.
half.
Oh wait, what is it?
All additional adversaries besides my main target take the half damage.
Oh, then yeah, roll. Then you just roll the damage once. So anything that it would hit, and that attack roll would hit both guys on the sides there.
Okay. So it's 66 total.
Okay, roll it.
Oof.
So that would be 33 for additional targets.
33 in the additional? Okay.
Yeah, 66 was the total.
This boy dies, and this boy dies. And this one holds on. Tanky.
Okay.
Nice hit.
Do they hate him more now?
A little bit.
I will be the tank. I
All right.
taunt.
That was with Hope, so still with you guys. What's up? What's next?
Gonna step out from behind my tree and try something that worked pretty well earlier and try it maybe more closely to how it was written. I'd like to use telekinesis to try and pick up one of the guys.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a spellcast roll. That's going to be 16 is the roll there with fear.
Targeting.
I would like to target. I think, not quite sure if this is going to work. I would try to target someone small. So I'm thinking maybe the one that's closest to the fire here. The small target closest to me. Yes.
Okay. 16 will work.
Okay. And what I would like to do is kind of in one motion, pick that target up and kind of rear back a little bit so it would kind of come across over top of some of the others and try to fling it down at the gentleman with the green pants. To maybe hit him and perhaps even like make one of them roll through the fire, potentially. So it's a spellcast roll against that guy as well. That's way good. That's going to be 1722 with hope.
Okay. I'm going to deal with that fear in that first action first.
Okay.
The small fighter that you picked up readies a bow and takes a shot at you.
Okay, that's fair.
And I lost my dice.
That means it misses, right?
No. It means I reroll. I think you're I don't know, that's a 14 to hit.
14 will hit. Yeah.
Okay. That is a total of 14 points of damage.
Okay, I will mark the damage.
And I will do hideous retribution
Ooh, what's that do?
stuff.
Very descriptive.
Yeah. Wait, where are you? I can't see.
I'm
There's
down in the
so many
bush.
people.
I'm across the
Bush. Oh man, what's our range here?
I don't know, several feet.
Probably like 45 feet or so.
I wasn't sure if you were in my bag or not.
Well, that's true. I was hiding on your
Yeah.
Yeah, I also wasn't sure what you were doing there, to be fair.
Oh. Yeah, I just came along for the ride. Okay, now I do hideous retribution.
I just imagined you
Oh.
swinging around in circles while I whirlwind.
Pretty much.
Just trying not to
Okay.
throw up.
Just like the
So when an
gingerbread man.
ally takes damage from a target, I can make a spellcast roll against that target.
Okay.
So that is what I will try to do.
Okay. And what does the spellcast roll do?
What do you mean?
If it hits, what happens?
You take damage.
Okay.
Let's see. I don't know if it will though. It's an 11 with hope. Do I have a thing?
I think you are a thing.
I am a thing. Man, it's just a little thing. Okay, I have a pitch for you.
Okay.
To add an experience to assist a friend, as Valanhe now has friends, because I call this experience Survived Harl's Cooking, and it is about her experience making friends and so assisting people. Right? That's not a stretch.
I'll allow it.
Okay, that's a 13. It's still really bad.
Still not going to work, yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't care. I did it.
Don't forget to
Because,
spend a
I
hope
was
for that
just
experience.
swinging around. I did, yeah.
Okay.
Don't sass me on the hope. I'm gonna get you in a minute, I swear.
I'm allowed to sass. GM prerogative. All right. Did you make so you made your spellcast roll with hope against the guy? So what's the damage for throwing the one person into the other?
Well, let's see. So, the way it's written, the only person that takes damage is the person that's getting thrown at, not the person being thrown.
Yeah, that's
So it's
reasonable.
kind of interesting. So the damage there is, we've got 20. We've got 30, 6, and 7. That is 44 plus 4 is going to be 48. Who mathed the hell out of that one? This guy.
Proud of you.
Probably correct, too. So 48 points of damage, and the small one still gets kind of hurled at him, and maybe rolls into the fire. Who knows? Who knows?
So
Who
the
knows
small
how
one
momentum
will not
works.
get rolled into the fire, but I am going to say Green Pants does get knocked in because with that impact, you knock him senseless and pretty much dead. So the fire is going to finish the work for you there.
Uh-huh. Nice. So I'm starting to see the appeal on the field work.
And the teamwork.
Yes.
Who's
That's
up
it
next?
for
If you,
me.
only if you're done on the person who's shooting that bow at me.
Atlantis, I think you're up.
Okay. I will charge straight at the. I'll run towards the guy straight ahead and just take a swing at him with my sword. Sorry. Okay. Should be 28 with hope.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
And I think the damage is 33. I'm not quite sure about that.
Okay. What's your dice?
It's a D10, and then I have the 4 proficiency.
You have,
Right.
you have a proficiency of 4, so it should be 4d10.
Yeah.
Then. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Plus
Okay.
your modifier.
So, and then it's a plus 12 physical.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. So how much did you say? 30.
3.
Gotcha. Okay. Looking rough, not quite dead, but good hit. I'm going to step in now as everybody's kind of done a thing, so it makes sense for the leader of this thing on the other end to step up and start calling out directions to everybody as he kind of guides the remaining fighters here in their attacks. So I'm going to get to make a bunch of attacks here, so give me a second.
Sorry, who's the one making the call?
This guy.
Okay.
So he's going to send a couple boys at Kefil, a couple at Atlantis. Okay, so these two set up around Villani and Harl. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Okay, so let's do this in order. Giles, you're going to attack twice. First by a bow. That is an 8 to hit. I assume you're good.
Yep.
Next up is our melee. Coming in with daggers. That's a natural 1. I cannot roll today. Cool.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
Atlantis, you got 2 coming your way. That is a 11 to hit.
No.
Jesus Christ, and a 10. Okay, Kefil. Okay, Kefil, the first one is a 20 to hit.
Oh, where's the luck from before?
And the second one is a 24 to hit.
Okay.
That's a is
Wait,
that a
is
crit?
that 24 a crit?
No,
Yeah,
surely
yeah.
it's not. No,
Yeah,
I- I-
there's no way. That doesn't
I
sound right.
forgot
That
I
math doesn't
can
work
crit
that
That's
way.
still.
a
I
tie.
spent 3
No,
hope
that
to
math
force you
doesn't
to
seem
reroll
right.
that attack. Not this time. I say not this time, and you will reroll this attack.
Okay, rerolling. You're not gonna believe it.
I don't, because now you're just lying. I
Let's
can't
shoot
see
crit
this.
again. Oh, that's poppycock.
I apologize, but that is a crit again.
Not this time! I use it a second time, there's no limit on it. I burned through my last 3 hope.
Fair enough.
Yeah, okay, this is bullshit. Like, Matt, statistically, this is impossible. You're
Yeah.
not rolling the die. Like,
I agree. It didn't roll well, so I'm going to roll it again.
Where are you on the map, Tom?
He's up top.
up top.
Yeah.
Oh, by the wall of fire?
Okay.
Or
This
oh, I see you.
this time it is a 21 to hit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Not
I
a
mean,
crit.
that still hits. It just doesn't hit as hard.
Correct.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah,
so let
I
me
mean,
do. I've got damage coming to Kefil, 2 sources. First one is a 14. Second one is a 9.
no.
Take them both.
Okay. Harl, I've got 3 attacks coming your way. First one is a 17 to hit. 19. And 18.
All 3.
I'm going to use Draining Bane. So
Okay.
when an adversary attacks you or an ally within very close range, I spend 2 favor to temporarily drain them. When I do, they must mark a stress. I can clear a stress. A drained creature uses a d12 instead of a d20 for attack rolls.
Okay, so it's after the attack. So next time it's a d12? Or
I
is
don't
it a
know.
d12 now?
It says when an adversary attacks you.
Okay, I guess it gets a d12 now. Okay, cool. Let me re-roll one of those hits then. That is now a 13 to hit.
Still hits.
Okay, so still got 3 hits. But all the other stuff did happen.
It is a temporary also.
Right. Oh, gotcha. Thank you. It's 15 damage, 13 damage, and 10. And then 2 attacks coming to Velane. First one's a 13. Second one's an 18.
13 meets, so
Okay. First damage is 18. Second damage is 10. All physical damage, they're just hitting you guys with weapons. There's no magic or anything happening right here right now. That is it. Sorry, so that was me using the leader's ability to spotlight the entire party. You guys are back in play.
Are there opportunity attacks in Daggerheart?
Nope.
Okay.
There are classes that have the ability to do it, but it's a domain card kind of thing, or an ability kind of thing.
Yeah, the warrior has one.
Correct. Yeah, but they're the only ones who get it, as far as I know. Probably not the only one, but by default, the answer is no.
Okay.
I guess Harl will go. I'm going to mark a stress to rage up, which doubles my strength bonus for attacks.
Okay.
Which one of these guys looks the healthiest that's right around me? Or are they all the same?
They're all the same. Nobody in your little area there's been hit.
Oh, okay.
So,
I guess I'll aim for this guy with the shield.
okay.
That is a... That is a 35 with hope to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
And another flat 70 for damage.
Okay. That is a dead boy.
I think he's just gonna look at the other three. Come on!
Who's next?
I'm feeling pretty inspired by that. This guy's just over there swinging weapons and taking people out. I'd like to get onto that action myself, so I'm going to take my great staff from my back and just try and, from my back, whip it around and hit the guy standing in front of me with the two swords.
Okay.
So that is going to be a not great. 8 plus 5 is 13. Okay.
Not quite.
Well, you know, it looked cool
It did.
in my mind.
Just kind of, he just ducked back as the thing came whipping by where his face would have been. Probably would have done some damage if it hit.
Just kind of going to look there, son, like I didn't know somebody could do that. I didn't know that was allowed.
The dead guy next to Harl is also like, I didn't know somebody could do that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right.
Smash his
Well-
coast.
Piss off, ghost.
Right. In that case, I may take some opportunity to kind of slide around this cat and maybe get a little closer to the group as a whole. Maybe stand next to the guy with the, or maybe go
Sure.
in this neighborhood.
That's
Just
fine.
closer, closer.
Damn it.
Are you sure you want to get closer now?
I mean, well, I was, but I've already taken my hand off the piece, right?
All right, who's
My
next?
chest.
I will approach this dude next to me, right?
Okay.
Oh, I can't ping. How do I ping? I don't
Hold down
care.
the click.
To the left, right?
Yeah,
That? Okay.
Yeah.
That person is bad, right? That's not one of ours.
correct.
Okay. So I go to him and I lift my hands, my little like uppies, like little fingers wiggling, and I'm pulling something misty and black from his ears, from his
Oh.
mind, just
Oh.
and in my fingertips, little glass fingertips being painted like all smoky black with this. And those are my siphoning gauntlets. So I will roll that.
All right. What did you just do to this poor fucker?
What did I just do?
Yeah.
I don't actually know. It was a 14 with fear.
That hits, and I get a fear.
Oh, it hits. Okay.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Now where's the damage? Oh, I have to roll that. Hold on. I was using duality. I don't know what I'm doing over here. Okay, so it's 47 magic damage.
Okay. Yeah,
to his
you
brain.
you take his brain out in gaseous form from his skull, and he just drops, and like his body twitches once or twice, and then a really familiar glow of green light flares up in his eyes for a second before they go dark.
Well, that's interesting. As he goes down, though,
Mhm. Mhm.
After making a successful attack, I can spend 2 hope to leech his power. And for each hit point he had to mark, the GM loses a fear.
Cool. That is 3 fear off my plate. That's neat.
It's frightening.
Harl looks horrified next
And
to
I
you.
roll a.
Yeah, and he's seen it before, guys.
Never get used to
And
that.
then I roll a. If I get a 6, I get to clear a hit point.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
It was a 1.
Okay. So you rolled that with fear, right?
Yes. And then I took your fear.
So the guy next to you is just absolutely fucking terrified by what he just saw. So he's going to take a swing and then try to run away. But first, he's going to swing. That is a 23 to hit.
That most certainly hits.
For 11 points of damage. And then he starts running away.
He just runs away.
he turns, swings at you as in a fending off kind of situation, hits pretty solidly with it, and then just takes off. He's still very much in range. Like, you guys can see him getting away. If you want to do something about it, I'll leave that up to you. Back to you guys. Party has the spotlight.
I will go next. Can't let him get to report to someone else, and I'll fireball him. It's very far range, so.
Okay.
17, and I get a hope. So it's 17 with hope, and I rolled a 6, so I get an extra hope.
Okay, that hits.
5d20 plus 5. He has to do a reaction roll 13 for half damage, by the way.
Yeah.
67 this time.
Oh, you singe him, but he's not quite dead.
Did he succeed the roll?
He did, yeah.
Okay. And
I think maybe, taking inspiration from Harl didn't really work all that well, so maybe I take a bit from Giles here and I try to finish
not
the
me.
job. The guy, well, no. Is the guy, will that guy still be within far range for me?
Yeah.
So I'm going to unleash chaos on him. Little frazzled from the missed melee attack. Not something I should have been trying in the first place, but that's okay. As I do 17 plus 5 is 23, 22 with fear on the attack roll. I'm good. Let's see, d10s. Which are these? 5 d10s. This is gonna do 9, 18, 21, 28, 29 damage to that guy, and I'm going to manipulate magic, mark a stress, and hit an additional target within range.
Ooh.
I'm going to do that to this archer that is right in front of me.
Okay.
So
I thought you were doing it to the person who ran away.
I did. I did.
Okay.
Both.
That's 2
I can't
shots,
just do that
2
twice.
kills, actually.
Oh, nice.
That said,
Kill
that
thief.
was with fear.
It was with fear.
Hi, Giles.
You again.
He swings with both of his daggers, and this time you see as he goes a kind of pale blue glow wraps up around the blades up his arms, and he smiles as he slices towards you. That's a 25 to hit.
Yes, that very much hits.
Dice.
I don't suppose that's a spell of any kind, is it?
It is not. It's an ability. And that is for 27 points of damage.
Okay. I'm going to ignore that damage. Arcane deflection
Okay.
with a hope.
All right. Back to the party. I want to zoom over to Iolantis. What are you up to?
I wink at the leader, by the way.
He scowls.
The same thing. I'll keep wailing on the one guy that I attacked earlier.
Okay.
Oh, I have this thing that was it No Mercy? Can I activate that? It's supposed to give you +1 on all your rolls till rest.
Sure. What's the cost?
3 hope.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I really enjoy those
So-
unique features.
They're cool.
So I should have 19 with fear.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, and then I think with the class I have, it's when you roll with fear, you get a hope back or something. Oh no, is it only when I fail to roll with fear? Yeah, never mind. Take it back.
Well,
Okay.
roll-
So yeah.
Roll your damage. I'm going to tell you that the negative consequence for your fear is going to be that you get hit back. So, or they're going to attempt to hit you back. That's an 11 to hit, so you're probably fine. What's your
I mean-
evasion?
12, I think.
Okay, you're good. So roll your damage.
Oh god. I think it's 32.
That will be enough to take this one off the board. All right, who's next?
I think it's your turn. I think we've all gone.
I think it is my turn.
Although this, the guy on me has gone already, right?
I haven't gone since the smoke
Oh.
brain.
Oh, well then.
Didn't you go first and you
Probably.
meleeed? Like, and the guy who...
No, on this round, I think you went first.
Here, I'm gonna make this fair.
Um,
I'm gonna spend a fear.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take a turn, and then we'll come
Okay.
back to you guys. And I'm gonna spotlight this guy, who is going to come after Iolantis, just for proximity purposes. And he's going to use a very similar ability to what our leader used. In fact, potentially identical. That is a 16 to hit, which I know hits. Where is my dice? That is for a total of 19 damage on Iolantis. So, whatever threshold that meets for you.
I'm not quite sure how the plus armor works for it.
Okay, so the way armor works is armor is a resource in Daggerheart. So when you are hit, when damage actually makes it to you, you can choose to spend one armor to lower the damage one threshold. So you can go from 2 points of damage to 1. You can go from 1 point of damage 1 point to 0, and anything like that. But you can only use 1 point of armor per attack.
Oh, okay.
while you're discussing this, sorry. I have an ability that I can use scales as natural protection to reduce the damage by 1 threshold. Or take 1 fewer hit point is actually what it's called. Can I combine that with an armor?
Yeah, of course. They are
Okay.
different abilities that.
Sorry. Go ahead, Todd.
I'm just I'm not quite sure because I have this 16 armor rating, and I'm not quite sure how what that number does for any.
Sorry, you mean your threshold was 16, I believe?
No. I have the threshold marked at 25, and
Okay,
then
1 second.
Then armor-
I've
actual
got
armor.
your sheet here. Let me pull it up.
That means you can mark an armor slot, basically. You can reduce
The
damage.
threshold on your actual armor piece is added to your overall threshold.
oh, so it should be
So your
higher.
evasion is
Your
armor
base-
class.
Yeah, correct. Your base thresholds are 15 and 40.
Oh, okay.
So when you
Gotcha.
look at
Oh,
your
okay.
hit point and stress, or your hit point stages, then that 1540 is added to it, whatever your natural would be.
Gotcha. Okay.
Wait, is that including your level?
I have no idea.
Because
You had-
it's like your armor gives you a base threshold and you add your
Right.
level to both.
Yeah, so your threshold right now is 2348.
Oh, that's what mine is.
Oh,
Straight
and your
armor.
armor is fortified. So when you spend an armor, you reduce the damage by 2 thresholds.
Oh, wow.
That's neat.
I almost grabbed that and then I was like, no, it doesn't make sense.
That's yeah. But I mean, you could always argue. You can call it something else.
But
yes,
now I glow when people lie, so
which
it's
is
okay.
which is cool. Yeah. So you're taking 2 hit points of damage, Todd, unless you spend an armor, in which case you're taking no points of damage.
Okay, I guess I'm doing that.
Okay. So mark an armor off, and no damage taken. And just keep in mind that you have to, replenish your armor on rest separately from health and all that. So, it's its own resource to manage. But okay. I believe Harl wanted to go next. So,
Okay. These 2 enemies, I'm going to use another hope. Let me make sure it's not stress. Yeah, I'm going to spend a hope to do another whirling blow.
Okay.
Main attack is going to be against the guy with the shield.
mm-hmm.
That is a 34 with hope.
That'll sure hit.
And the total damage. 73. So half of that for the other one.
Yeah. And is there a reaction roll for the other attack? No, there's not. It's
For the whirlwind, no, it's just a AoE. They just take
Okay.
half damage.
half, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, that finishes both of them off. Well done.
I'm gonna, if it's all right, I was gonna move closer to Iolanthus to try to get within range for my next round.
Yeah, go for it. You so whenever you take an action, you have essentially 30 feet of movement to play with. So
Can I make it there? I don't know what these squares are.
they're all 5 feet. So I didn't count, but close. You can get close to the very least.
That's me.
Does Wamba come along, or is she in the pack?
No, I think she's on her own feet at this point.
Yeah, I'm down now.
That's why she wanted uppies. All right. That's
Well,
Harl.
go
Who's
next.
next? Go for it.
Do we want to try
gonna-
to interrogate the leader?
Maybe, but gotta stop being attacked first, probably. So Keffel's gonna move in a little closer to this guy again. He's gonna try to take a swing. Oh, actually, wait, can I move in like here? Yeah. Maybe this will kind of work. I'm gonna try and take a swing at the guy again with the dual
With the
staff.
staff. Okay.
Yeah. So that's gonna be. Come on. Ooh, okay. 19 with hope.
That hits. Yeah.
Nice. And how far away am I from the other guy?
A bit. Why?
Like within dual staff range or no?
No, I wouldn't say so.
Okay. Well, then that's fine. So 5d8. 8, so this one. Let's see. That is 13, 16, 19, 23 plus 12 is 35 points of damage on the hooded figure with the swords.
Great hit. Takes him down as well.
Very cool.
That swing just takes him along the side of the head, and he just drops like a sack of potatoes.
I'm going to look at Harl and say, wow, this really is fun. That's it.
Good job, mate.
I'm. Oh. Can I go next?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
I'm going to try to mistake Tether, the leader, prevent him from running away or falling. It's the thing I used on the other.
Mhm. The restraining. Okay.
Yep.
It's a spellcast roll, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
20 with hope. 11, 2, 7. Yep. 20 with hope.
That sure works. He is restrained as the filaments once again jump from your clothing, wrapping this guy and locking him in place.
1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's my turn.
Okay. Excuse me. Who's next?
Do it, Todd.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll just take a swing at the guy right in front of me.
Okay.
Should be 21 with hope.
That is.
And that's 47 damage.
47.
Yeah.
Okay. That's another one down. Good hit. Villane.
That was the last guy. Like,
There are two people up.
oh, two?
There's
Okay.
still the other one over by Atlantis.
Oh, okay. I thought we just picked up a straggler. But the other one's restrained.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, that's funny, so I'm gonna go over that way. Just wandering with my uppies hands. Okay, that is a crit.
On which one? Sorry.
Which one are we hitting?
The one that's nearer, the restrained one.
The
Okay.
restraint that I did it to interrogate. Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
Roll that damage.
Yeah. Let's see. Is that why you did that? Whoops.
Yeah. Clearly,
Don't worry. It's all
we need to work on our conversational skills here.
Look, she's got a lot in her head. Okay. The damage is 42.
Uh-huh.
Yep. He is no longer restrained.
Wonderful.
Villane,
Good for him for breaking free.
we're trying to
would like
interrogate him.
to go-
Know how they caught up with us.
I would like to be weird about this and squish his face and stuff.
When you say
Like-
squish his face, do you mean like turn it to jam, or do you mean like
No, I mean like
he's a
his
cute little dog? I'm
cheekies.
gonna rub his face.
Like, is there anything else left in there? Whoops. That kind of thing.
So, Villane, can you get any information out of his mush brain, by any chance?
I can. Just a moment. And be like little finger taps on his nose and eyebrows. Hello.
The last one just fires a spell at you as you're doing that. And misses horribly. Jesus
I forgot
Christ.
about him.
The magic hits your glass body, and somehow, rather than taking root, it refracts and deflects and sprays out, turning from like a beam of magic into a beam of rainbow magic flaring out beyond Villane. It looks pretty, that is all.
Well, what's that? He's telling me something. Put
Is
my
it that he's dead?
face to his mouth. What's that? He says we should get the other one.
Looking on in horror at this point.
All right.
Yeah, the other one is just like it just watched its magic turn into like, a laser light show on Villane and just surrounded by the rest of you. Not feeling so hot.
Atlantis, do you want to hit him a bit?
Do we want to ask him some questions?
He starts running.
Let's not grab him.
Can I opportunity attack him since he's running?
You sure can.
All right. I'll do that. So it's gonna be, I think it's 27 with hope.
Jesus Christ, guys. Yeah, that is.
Okay. And it's 37 damage, and I'll just keep him from running, I guess, is the thing.
You did. You killed him. You're good.
Oh, okay, well, that worked too.
They're not the
I don't
healthy.
think
These
he
were not the
wanted to kill
healthiest
him.
people around. Yeah, you're out of combat.
Nice.
Okay, people. Who
The
do we interrogate
firewall
now?
Whooshes
They're
down.
all dead. This guy has his brain turned to mush. He's not going to tell us anything. This guy, the last one live, got, demolished by whatever you did. They died quickly.
Just
What was
gonna walk away and
I mean,
blow the whistle.
Giles, angry.
if you really want some more people to question, we can always flag down the other carriages, that went by.
The ones that are burned to death?
Or the ones that went over the side and into the water.
Yeah, I
Those were
mean,
just the horses.
They went over a cliff. I think there was a
Look,
carriage
we set up an ambush to ambush the ambushes, and we're still alive, and they're not. That's a win.
and it was a great ambush. Look, I think this went marvelously well, everybody.
I am going to go to the leader and see if he's carrying any scrolls or anything like that on him. Any sign from like a neighboring country, any cult, anything that I would know about?
Okay, so he does have an insignia on him.
Mhm.
You don't recognize it.
I have advantage on rolls that. Alright. Okay.
It is a it's like a cobalt blue patch with a 7-pointed star in white stitching on it. It was tucked in into an inside pocket on the inside of his jacket. He wasn't displaying it, but he was carrying it. It looks distinctive, but you don't recognize what it's for. It doesn't belong, as far as you know, to any of the nations that are currently enemies of Jerusalem, or in any nation that you can think of it at all, regardless of that.
I see. Would my research experience have led me to see any cult or anything like that with that symbol from the past?
Or maybe my world traveling experience prior to being in Kylos.
Or my patron whispering experience.
Mhm.
Or work in a museum or something. I don't know.
Well, didn't you like eat his brain somehow? Surely that gives you all the
No.
knowledge of the guy.
I just saw inside the shadows of his mind.
Well, while you consider this symbol, and we'll come back to it, Kafal has blown the whistle, which I'm not gonna lie, I thought was gonna happen a lot earlier. So there was this whole countdown established here that we're not gonna worry about now. So some time passes, and eventually, 12 figures step out on the opposite end of the gap from where you guys are waiting. They're all wearing heavily cloaked robes pulled tight around them, gloves, boots, all of brown leather, and they stop kind of in a semicircle with the center, the far point of that semicircle, near the edge of the cliff, looking out at all of you, and in a gravelly voice, "What do you want? And why are you here?"
I'm going to step forward. Jorsul sent us. We're told to come here. How do they look, those people?
Their eyes.
They're all looking down, actually. Even the one
Oh.
speaking to you is currently face pointed down. You can't make out any of their features. They're all of a similar size. They're all relatively tall, a little over 6 feet, and relatively broad of shoulder. But you can't make out anything about them beyond that.
I'm going to pull out the scroll and the scale. Your soul sent us to carry out a ritual here.
Let me see the scale.
I give him the scale.
You have to throw it, but yeah.
Oh, are they across the
That's
land?
rude.
they're on the other end. But he catches it and looks at it, and with that, the semicircle breaks up into 2 straight lines that line up on the edge of the line up, like the closest on the edge of the cliff, and then moving inward, kind of forming a line, and they all start to in unison cast. And as you watch, they pull up their sleeves of their robes and they take off the gloves, and you can see that they have these gleaming golden scale covered hands as they begin to work their magic. And all 12 golden dragonborn eventually take the magic that they're working and push it together until this large orb of shimmering power floats in the air. And then they just will it forward until it comes out and hangs in between the cliff that you stand on, the cliff that they stand on, and then it is slowly flattened, pressed down by their will, and stretched out until it is perfectly thin, a sheet of shimmering, vaguely golden glass hanging in the air from your point on the cliff to theirs. You couldn't see it if you looked at it from the side. It is as thin as you could possibly imagine a thing to be. But they finish casting and they wait. You are welcome to try your hand.
Pick up a rock and toss it on the thing that they created. Like, is this a, it looks like a bridge, but
The rock falls through.
okay.
Sorry, they made a bridge?
Mhm.
I will walk.
You move across it, fine. It holds up your body weight without a problem. Although I'm not sure how
Probably
much.
would.
I'm not sure how much comfort that gives the rest of your party, but you are fine.
Probably takes me a while to get over it too.
Look at Giles and say, after you.
Okay. I'm going to take a step forward and just go.
Yeah, it supports your weight fine. It's a bit disconcerting, but it is as solid as anything you walked on before. As you reach the other end before Velane gets there, your group, the leader, the one who had spoken, comes up to you, pulls his hood back, and you see his full dragonborn face now. Welcome, brother. It's been too long since we've seen an outsider.
It's question, how common are they? Dragonborn?
Not at all.
Okay.
Especially not gold ones. Like there's a handful here and there, and every. You're probably the only gold dragonborn that you've met.
I see. Huh. I didn't expect to meet others like me. And I hold my arm, hand forward, to clasp his.
Yeah, he reaches out and grabs your forearm as well and shakes. It is good that you've come. These may be your last days, but it's good to
Our
see
last
you, brother.
days.
The tests await you.
Won't be the first. Hopefully won't be the last. But if needs be.
If needs be.
I turn around and I wave everybody across.
I'll cross when he says to.
Harl follows.
Falane eventually gets there.
When the last person walks by, I would be like, up, up.
I hold out. Harl holds out his arm for you to crawl up onto.
I gracefully climb up.
At this point, it's not even like it's just an automatic thing. She doesn't like to walk, so doesn't even think about it.
All right. Let's get started on this.
The 12 Dragonborn keep their heads low and don't really say anything, but they walk with you. 5 on either side, 1 to the back, the leader to the front, surrounding your group. And he leads you through a set of, down a road, through some twisting kind of canyons, through a cave, and eventually up to not the peak of the mountain, but a kind of a little hidden valley just below the peak. Like if you look up, you can see where the mountain reaches its zenith, not far from where you are. But you stand in this carve out, and before you is a giant stone door. And on
May I
that,
ask- Oh,
go
go ahead. I was going to say, while we're walking, as we're, I imagine it's a pretty long path up or something.
Takes about 20 minutes, yeah.
Right. I'm going to ask, I'm sorry. What can you tell us about this place?
Only what my parents told me. There are tests inside, but eventually, your soul will send someone to take. And that when they do, we likely won't see them again.
How long have you been here?
My whole life.
How
Same
long?
with my parents, and theirs, and theirs. Our order has lived here as long as our history says.
I see. I imagine you don't have any affinity for the world outside. Do you need some news,
We're better off without. We guard, and we do it well. But what we protect here is too important. Distractions are not allowed.
I have some extra books if you need something new to add to your library.
We would welcome them. Thank you.
Just going to leave some stuff from my collection behind. That's what I'm carrying.
Now,
Okay.
we must leave you here. The test begins. I wish you luck.
Thank you. I'm
And without-
Giles.
He stops as he's walking away. Giles, my name is Philemon. It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too, Philemon.
Your scales are a lovely color.
Thank you.
I wish you luck.
I polished them a little bit. I wish you the best also.
And without another word, the 12 leave, disappearing around the corner, leaving you in
Right
front
as they
of
get
the
around the corner, I
large
hollered,
stone.
"Do you guys want your
Go
whistle
ahead.
back?"
There is no response. On the giant stone door is an intricate carving. It is large, probably larger than most things you've seen in your life, if not everything in terms of a creature. It is a life-size carving of an ancient dragon's head. Its eyes burn with a low orange ember light. And you can't help but notice that they follow you as your group moves toward the door. As you approach, the door rumbles. The stone face shakes, dust falls off of it. But eventually the eyes open, and what was once a burning ember is now a golden fire burning in those orbs. Its mouth opens and a stone tongue flicks out across its teeth and its lips, and the head almost seems to shake itself as it tries to move. Who are you? Why have you come?
My name's Giles. This is Keffel, Harl, Iolanthus, and Villane. We're sent here by Jorsul.
Of course you were. He thinks you're ready?
He thinks we're needed, as far as I can tell.
You have much to prove before we see the truth of that. You will see me again before this is over, and we will have words. And with that, the stone dragon face vanishes, leaving behind a flat stone door, large, probably 30 feet tall by 20 feet wide, and those doors swing open towards you. Inside, pitch black, until a moment later, torches start to light up in sequence, 2, and then 2, and then 2, revealing a hall that stretches on for maybe 100 feet beyond the door before slanting down at what appears to be a slowly curving staircase.
Well, it wasn't ominous or anything.
What about this has not been ominous?
Gonna kind of take a step past him, put my hand on his shoulder and say, we really need to work on your sarcasm. I'm gonna walk into the door.
Sarcasm?
Like through the doorway, not walk into the door.
Yeah. What sarcasm? Just...
As the party disappears following Giles' question into the quiet tunnel, the door eventually slides shut behind them on its own, blocking out the light of the outside and leaving only the torches and the path down. And here, at the beginning of the test, is where we are going to stop for today. We'll pick up with the real test next time. For those of you who are watching at home, thank you so much for coming to check it out. I know today it was maybe a bit of a slow start, but we will have the continuation on, I want to say, December 6th is our goal. So keep an eye out for that. And thank you so much. We'll be back soon.
Thanks, everybody.
Hi,
Thanks.
everyone.